Hi, it's Jim, the Iowa Tesla guy. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm installing Tesla PPF on the back of my doors of my Model Y. Now, why am I doing that? And why is Tesla actually offering PPF for the lower section? Maybe difficult to see, but it's actually installed. And I think that's kind of the point, that it's difficult to see. But I had a theory, and I've said it in a couple of my past videos, is that I believe Tesla has a design flaw with their Model Y. And they are subtly addressing it by offering mud flaps and this PPF protection for the Model Y. Now, what I believe is happening is that because of the aerodynamic shape of the Model Y here, it flares out on the back of the door. And I've noticed that with just 2,000 miles on my Model Y, that this section of the door is getting peppered with road debris from the front tires. So I think with what Tesla is doing in offering the mud flaps and the PPF is an acknowledgement that they have a problem. And in my past video, in step one, I installed the mud flaps. Now, the mud flaps were relatively effective. They weren't 100% effective. I drove around in the wintertime. It's a little bit nicer now here in Iowa. And I found that even though it kept off most of the debris, not all of the debris was gone. So I really felt that I needed to do the PPF, but I also needed to do the paint correction, and I did that to the best of my ability in a previous video. You can go back and watch that if you want, but it's nearly impossible to actually address the entire door without dealing with the doors. So I decided to just let it go for now and put the PPF on. And this is what it looks like installed. And it was really super easy to put on, I have to admit. It took like less than 5 minutes. It'll probably take a little bit longer since I'm filming, but I'll show you how it's done on the other door. Okay, before we get started, let's talk about the hardware. Now, when you order the PPF material from Tesla, it comes in a tube, and what do you get? Well, you get the PPF material itself. It looks like this. This is one half of it because I've already done the other door. I cut it in half just to make it easier to deal with. It comes in a tube. I have to admit that the first one showed up without the end of the tube on it. Completely came off. It was damaged. I had to send it back to Tesla. They were good about the return, sent me out another one. The other thing that it comes in the box is a squeegee. And the first one that I got had a squeegee, and the second one I got had no squeegee. So I'm going to be using this spatula, and I found that it was actually pretty effective for the use of actually putting on the PPF. The next thing you're going to need is a spray bottle and some baby shampoo. No particular brand. I used Johnson's baby shampoo. It was the only non-fragrant free whatever you can do. And the instructions say mix a 15% solution of baby shampoo with the rest of it being water in a spray bottle, shake it up, and that's really all you need along with the squeegee. So how does this go on? Let's take a look. Okay, the first thing you're going to want to do before you get started is you're going to make sure that surface is really clean. I just used a spot microfiber cloth and cleaned it off the best that I could. You can still look sturdy because of the paint defects down here in the lower section, really difficult to capture on camera. The next thing you're going to want to do is take your spray bottle with your soapy solution and basically just very liberally cover this area. Found that you really can't put too much on. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your PPF material and you're going to start peeling it off. Now, there's two curved sides and a flat side. The flat side goes to the bottom of the door and it'll line up like that. And it's actually kind of tacky on the back side, so as you peel this off, you're going to want to start hitting it with the soapy slip solution. That, and then we will simply apply this to the door, and it first feels like it doesn't want to stick. and there's a lot of bubbles, and that's okay. And to make it easier for the squeegee, I'm going to hit the outside. Now you can see there's huge bubbles here that we have to deal with. And I'm just going to use my squeegee because the one that came from Tesla didn't come in the box. I'm going to make sure my door is lined up here. And I'm going to just start squeegeeing out the material, the excess soapy solution. And once you start doing that, you'll notice that it actually starts to stick pretty well. Found that this spatula that I got actually works really well. It does fit pretty well. Well, I got it pretty well squeegeed off. I'm going to start wiping off some of the excess soapy material just so I can see what I'm dealing with here. And I can see that we've got a few more bubbles I got to work out. But really not bad. You probably can't even see them on camera. So just like that, you're done. The instructions really doesn't give you any indication for how long you should let this dry before driving your car, but I'm not going to drive it for the rest of the day just to be careful. I also noticed that the very front leading edge, because of how it was shipped, they cut it right up to the very edge of this backing material. It's a 3M material. And because of the way they packaged it, it kind of peeled off and it was exposed to the air for a period of time. So I think I'm going to go back and hit that front edge with a heat gun that I have just to kind of help stick it back down, or at least hopefully that will help out. But that couldn't have been any easier. And hopefully the paint and issues that I'm having with this, what I say is a design flaw of the Model Y, won't get any worse. It looks really nice because I can't see it. The line is very subtle, and probably from 6-8 feet away, you wouldn't even notice it was there. Highly recommend this product. It's only $50 from the Tesla shop. I'll provide a link below, but you can go to shop.tesla.com and find it yourself. And unfortunately, sometimes you'll find that it's out of stock, but check back. It gets in stock fairly frequently. I think it's a pretty popular item along with the mud flaps. Overall, hopefully this part of my journey is over. Mud flaps are installed. Very happy with those. I don't even notice them on the car anymore. I've dealt with the touch-up paint as best I could. I have to admit that the touch-up that I had to do because of the door scratch I had at pickup, that worked out very well. I don't see it there at all once I got some protective spray put on it. And now with the PPF installed, this journey's over, and I'm very happy with the product. So I'd highly recommend it if you have a Model Y and you don't have full car PPF, which I do not have, to go ahead and do that. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Do appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Also, if you're looking to buy a Tesla, don't let this scare you off. Tesla's still an awesome car, but if you want to get 1,000 free supercharger miles or 1,500 free kilometers of supercharger miles anywhere in the world, please feel free to use my referral code below and it will help you out. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Thanks.